Am I the a-hole for making my daughter's boyfriend buy a new t-shirt? Okay, can you please settle a mild dispute for my family? The 23rd of December, my daughter's, 19, BF, 19, came for dinner. We had a dinner then, because he's going away with his family for Christmas. He arrived, rang the bell, and I answered the door. He came in, took off his jacket, and that's when I saw it. He was wearing a t-shirt that said, "It's not gonna suck itself." I took one look at that shirt and asked him if he had any money. He said no, and asked why? I told him that the shirt showed a marked lack of respect for both my daughter and my wife. I pulled two 20s out of my wallet, and quietly ushered him back out the door, and towards the Walmart 3 miles away, and told him to buy a more respectful shirt, and come back with it on. Mind you, this whole exchange took place between him and I, without an audience. He was gone for 15 minutes, came back with a nice polo shirt on. We had a nice dinner together, and nothing was mentioned of the incident. The next day, my daughter came to me and mother, and told us what I did, humiliated him. They aren't in breakup territory or anything, and no yelling or anything of the sort went on. My wife did tell me I could have handled it different. So, Reddit, am I wrong for handling it this way, and, if so, how could I have handled it? Update number 1. After reading these comments, and listening to everyone's point of view, I sat my daughter down this morning, and asked what her BF actually said to her. This changes my opinion of him. Apparently, he'd not told my daughter what the phrase was on the shirt, but did tell her, accurately, what I said to him, and asked him to do. He didn't use the word, humiliated, that was Dee Dee's interpretation. Her rush to defend him, came from our examples. Apparently she's took note of times I've defended my wife, and vice versa. She also took note of our disagreements in private, after the fact. She is going to talk to him when he gets back tomorrow, to follow up on why he thought the shirt was appropriate for the family setting. I'll update again after that conversation. Update number 2, my daughter called him about an hour ago, and this'll be informative. She asked him why he'd not told her what the shirt said, when he talked to her. His reply was telling, because it was embarrassing. Then she went on to ask him why he wore it originally, and he admitted that the shirt had been a gift from his older brother, 21, and that the older brother had dared him to, called him chicken when he objected, etc. Dumb sibling crap apparently. She went on to tell him that none of what he'd done was cool, and that she really liked him, and that he'd always been kind to her. She said she wasn't breaking up with him, but that these steps needed to be done. First, he needed to explain to his parents the entire situation. Second, he needed to show up in person, to our home and bring the money for the shirt, and, as she put it, put in a whole ass-kissing session that included the explanation of the dare, etc. She said that, if this was handled well, they could talk about moving forward, and what that looked like. After the phone call, she talked to her mom and I, and admitted that, she forgot her worth. She said that, I, as long as she'd been alive, had never gone out of my way to embarrass her mom, and that I'd always been respectful, and not let anyone be disrespectful to her mom, made me feel good, so she wasn't going to settle for less. Good for her. I'll update after his visit later tomorrow afternoon.